Let's go, guys. We got another match here, and this one I'm looking forward to present. In the color yellow, playing as the Japanese, it's Ohio final boss, basically made in Ohio. If you've seen that TikToker, Ohio final boss, it's such a funny guy. I will talk about that later. In his opponent, in the color purple, it's Demu from Team Liquid, playing as the Ottomans. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. Before I tell you the story about the Ohio final boss, don't forget to give a like and subscribe if you haven't already to watch Age of Empires 4 content every single day. Now I say every single day, but the last time I traveled, I forgot my cable to connect the microphone. I couldn't really pause every single day, but that usually doesn't happen. So we're back to Age of Empires 4 content every single day. Where you are at work, I saw a comment like, I like to watch these videos when I'm at work. It's like really fun. I don't know how productive that is, but I'm happy you you watch that. Let's talk about Made in Ohio. It's a TikToker. He won many awards, and he's super funny. You should look it up for Ohio final boss. It's really funny. It's really funny, and it's always this theme as the the evil guy, like the final boss of Ohio. And I don't know what's happened to Ohio, but it got the reputation of being like a like a very dangerous place. And it was like maybe a year ago, or maybe a little bit more, where everyone was talking about Ohio, where maybe if you're American you can tell me like what's going on there, because everyone was laughing like it was jokes. Let me remember. It was something like like only this kind of thing happened in Ohio, or a guy with a backpack entering a very mysterious highway says, "Welcome to Ohio." And all the comments, you just put the school there, like the guy's not coming back. Anyway, check out Ohio final boss on Instagram or TikTok, whatever is it that you're using. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Made in Ohio. But anyway, we got enough memes for today. We got Demu already aging up with that 3-minute address, not opting to go for military school. Actually, I wonder why. Just because usually, like civilizations, you don't want to go with a military school with. Probably English. Well, most likely English. You don't want to go military school there because the villagers will just melt your spearmen with the bows, so you won't get any value out of it. And what are a civilization you shouldn't go around? Maybe Chinese. They're very defensive, probably. But the Japanese don't have anything in particular that makes them like very good at defending Dark Age aggression. So I wonder why he skipped the military school this time. Only in a mind of a genius like them should know. I'm just the observer. I'm just a comedian, you know. It looks like he's going for a stun now. Let's see if he will go for a second town center or probably just military schools. Well, Ohio final boss actually going for archer range. Interesting choice. Like usually you will go like Onas and Samurai if you want, or you can go fast castle. But archers is not exactly the best unit you can have, at least on the early game where you don't have your Demu manor and you don't get the +1 range attack. That's something to consider if you want to go archers. The good thing is they're fast. They're very fast, and well, the problem is with the Ottomans, if he has a military school, he can get Sipaki for free. So let's see what he does with the stun. Let's go back to ink per minute. be pretty equal at the moment. That's another archery range? It is another archery range. I wonder what he will do with 2 archery range here. I mean, that's a guy who's committed to archers, actually. Demu haven't scouted yet. But anyway, it looks, for me, looks like the obvious choice to go Sipahi as the Ottomans. Right? It's just the best free unit you can get in feudal age. Like, strong unit, decent attack, decent speed. So, I guess just the archers just for the wolf, guys. It's just for the wolf. Because these guys actually only have 4 attack damage. Which you may think it's only 1 damage difference, but it makes a huge difference when you have a big number. Like, say, let's just say 10. Just 10 archers. Like, it's not a big mass, but it's, you know, 10 archers. Like, you will just do 10 less damage, which can actually translate into killing 1 unit or not, and potentially that unit can, you know, kill your infantry if you didn't kill it. Like, what doesn't kill him makes him stronger, and that's how things add up in RTS. The more numbers, the more differences you will see in small numbers. Like, it's like compound effect if you want to call it that way. It looks like Demu will go for a second town center protecting the gold. It's not gonna go for the food here, but it's really close, but it's not really like protecting the food. So he's gonna be careful here. Archer's numbers starting to increase for Ohio final boss. Gotta love the nickname of this guy. I mean, just you need to go watch it. Like, pause this video, go on Instagram, watch Ohio final boss. Probably it's the same guy. Who knows? Maybe he plays. Maybe he plays. We will never know. Now, if there's something you can learn from Demu, is how well he organized all his base. I love to watch him stream. I put a link in the description. Like, as always, guys, every guy that has a social media channel, I put a link to their YouTube channel just so you can check their content. Demu has a lot of great matches in his YouTube channel. Go check it out. And one of the things I love about him is how organized he is with the layout of the base. Especially when he plays Chinese, you can see the farms. It's just like chef kiss, you know. And now the Yumi Bannerman, it's gonna go out for Ohio. So it's gonna be, basically he was just waiting, you know, waiting to have the Yumi Bannerman. Now these guys will have 6 attack. They already have +1 range attack, +1 range defense coming for Demu. The Sipagi are already here. Gotta be careful not losing this mass of archers. You know, technically you can do very decent damage against the Sipagi, but you're gonna be together. You're gonna want to one-shot the Sipagi. But let's see how this works for Ohio final boss. Potentially he could try to ram the town center to deny the eco lead that Demu is having. I mean, technically that's the only thing you can do because you don't have infantry, right? And there you go, the ram comes. But also Sipahi are coming, you gotta be careful here. And now then we should be like, oh, that's a lot of units, man. That's a lot of units. The mass, the archer mass is here. Is he using the... He cancels the ram, actually. Is he using the Vortex guide, where he just push with mass archers and rams and try to finish the game super quick? I don't know if that's the same build. I don't quite remember, but it could be. It could be. I mean, not exactly the same one, but at least took inspiration on it. That's for sure. +1 range attack coming for Demu. It's gonna intersect some archers. That's not really good for Ohio. Gonna retreat. I'm gonna be risking those Ipagi. Remember, when you have a really small army, you don't want to lose it. Now those Ipagi are just gonna melt those archers. But you're gonna be careful here. That's a decent mass of archers. They actually do quite a lot of damage. All those archers are being intercepted here. And looks like Ohio will be forced to go back to his base. And instead of being the aggressor, he's just gonna be the defender this time. Looks like he's gonna go for stables himself. Grab those berries in the front. Looks like he's gonna turn again. Now we'll have 38 archers here. That's an army you cannot ignore. Like, I think you need to respect the size of this army. If you lose against this army, the game is over for you. Like, that's 40 archers. They're just gonna come here and kill most of the villagers. So you cannot lose your army. Luckily for them, they're in a very good shape. 2 TCs, military schools are already running. 3 already. 2 archery range, 2 stables. He's having a time of his life here. He just needs to be patient and defend. And that's one of the things that I've seen very frequently Demu does. He's a very defensive player. He takes his time. If he decides to fight, let it be on my base where I have the advantage. I can put some villagers here. I can have some extra damage for me. It looks like he's gonna intersect some archers again. But now, 3 rams come into the base of Demu. Now you gotta be careful not to lose the Yumi Bannerman, otherwise just gonna... I'll lose like this archer mass is just... It will work for now. It will work. Let's see if Demu defends this town center. Looks like he won't be defending it. It's like, just let it go, man. Let it go. And just like that, the big push from the Japanese is coming here. Now, Demu probably will try to intercept some units, and he's doing the right thing. No more units are coming into his base, and now with the town center, already taking down some units. And now, production, it's gonna go down for Demu, which is very valuable for him. But now that's a lot of Ipagi. I don't think this archer mass will work here. Now we're talking about 21 Ipagis against 43 archers. Don't call me crazy, but I don't think the only archers is just gonna work, and they are trapped in the corner. You cannot escape from here. Just gonna be melted. They have no way to escape. They're just gonna fight here. It looks just like that. Made in Ohio basically lost his main military force. That's a huge loss for him. I mean, he took down the town center. He could have just go back, you know. I killed the town center. Let's just go back to our base. Like, we don't need... We can go castle maybe. Like, we have a lot of units we can upgrade later on. Like, we already do a lot of damage by taking down that town center, so... And the problem is now you're dealing with the Ottomans, and this is a point in the game where they basically have the snowball effect. You're just gonna have Ipagis every 1 minute and something for free for the rest of the game. They will not stop unless you destroy the military schools. +2 attack coming for Ohio final boss. The problem is I don't think this army will work. Should have a more spearmen. And now this is an army that Ohio final boss should respect. Gotta be careful with it. We have 4 stables here. The guy who's committed to feudal age. That's a lot of farms too. A horseman doing quite a decent job here. Now this time you won't cut me off guard. We're gonna be the same unit composition against the same one. This is very funny. Usually you see some counter units, but now this time it's like we're equal. Equally matched. You have horsemen, I have horsemen. You have archers, I have archers. Now if you put some samurai into the mix, then it's... I feel like samurai is just such a good choice in the feudal age. Just because there is no unity Ottoman can actually deal with against the man-at-arm. I mean, technically they can have a lot of sipagi too, but you can also at that point have a lot of man-at-arms. They're starting to burn houses. Demu actually not in a hurry. He knows he's aging up. He knows he will get the upgrades. He doesn't need to fight now. It's very risky for him. That's his army is actually very big too. So gotta be careful here to fight. Always choose the fights you can win. And on the side, floating gate also being built for Ohio final boss. And now the Mehmet Imperial Armory. Have a Magonel here, exactly what you need against those Yumi Ashigaru. It's as little as 60 HP. And now, Ohio final boss, he knows he's aging up. You don't really need to push, just go back. No, you just go back. That's exactly what he's doing. He's going back. Gonna get those upgrades. Come on, give me those upgrades. There you go. A veteran horseman. Not gonna be the archer for now. I have plenty of gold soon. Meanwhile, Demu already built a second town center down his base just to catch up with the economy. Veteran Sipagi already there. Archers not veteran yet. Have enough gold to do it. Just need a little bit of wood, I believe. Now that's a lot of villagers. There's a lot of villagers in synchronized, like everyone mine at the same time. I don't see that quite often. And the horseman, not really veteran now, and now he needs to take a fight. And he's fighting against veteran units. Horseman, unfortunately, went to veteran, but the numbers are just too low now. It's too little too late. Archers also went veteran. Well, looks like the Lancers are already here, and this is a unit you don't want to mess up with only archers. And looks like Ohio will be forced to go back to his base. Sipagi already in the base. And now with veterans, he no +2 range armor yet, so this means these units should be staying more time. Like in the towns, under the town center. So sorry, not gonna be staying a lot of time here. Now there's a lot of villagers down for Ohio. 11 already to 14. Down to 46 economic units. And now the samurai are already here. But looks like you will need more than 2 samurais to deal with this. And now Ohio. Back to 45 economic units. 2 military units. And I think that's it for Ohio final boss. There's no way he can get out of this. I mean, technically, he could build a second town center and everything, but I think it's a little bit too late. And indeed, he taps out, and Demu showing why patience works when deciding when to choose your battles.